Lindy Hemming and I, my fellow guest curator, were very lucky. We worked collaboratively with Meg Simmons, who's the archivist at Eon Productions, and really she gave us an access all areas pass to investigate the archive. And what we were fortunate enough to be able to do was really handpick everything that we wanted that would reflect design of James Bond films over 50 years. If you think about Sean Connery, this very male, sexy man, was wearing very close fit, athletic, a suit that really reflected his athletic build. You go forward 20 years, you see 10 years, sorry, and you see Roger Moore as Bond, really quite flamboyant. And Lewis Gilbert, the director of The Spy Who Loved Me, really encouraged Roger Moore to infuse his character with that wit, and I think that was very, that was evoked sartorially in the films. I would really say that Daniel Craig's Tom Ford wardrobe is very, I would say, the most inspired by the original Savile Row tailoring, because Tom Ford created his very rarefied menswear brand. It was inspired by his love of Savile Row. So I would say it's almost the closest, if any, but then it's made entirely different. Finding the women's costumes was a bit of a hunt. We were fortunate that Eon had preserved quite a lot of the costumes. There were costumes in the archive where we did research and uncovered, say, that Hubert de Givenchy had dressed Lois Chiles for Moonraker. I mean, that costume was in a box and it hadn't been opened for a long time. But after some research, we did discover that this, all-time great couturier who dressed Audrey Hepburn for Breakfast at Tiffany's also worked on Moonraker. Grace Jones, we discovered, actually kept her costumes in her own personal wardrobe from A View to a Kill. She had recommended that Azzedine Alaïa dress her for the screen because she was his muse and they were best friends. 20 years later, we made the call and she actually had kept them, and her piece was the very final piece to make it to the exhibition. It arrived last night.